G'day folks, Damon from Nomad. Well, we can't be at the ICAST show this year. Unfortunately, they won't let us out of Australia at the moment. We'd love to be there. We've got a huge range of awesome new products that we want to show you. The sales reps that work with you guys will be bringing around some of this product in the very near future to show you. But in the meantime, before the show, we wanted to run you through some of the new product and give you a little bit of the information about what we've got coming. We've got a really exciting launch planned in the very near future, as well as some of the product we're going to talk you through now. So stay tuned and you can hear all about it. So we've been super busy the last year testing a huge range of new products, been out on the water a lot. A lot of what we do is testing these things in real world scenarios. A lot of prototypes have been developed, making sure that everything's strong enough, making sure it catches fish, making sure that they swim fast enough, making sure all the products do exactly what we want them to do. It's a huge part of what we do at Nomad, is being out there, testing the products, making sure that when you take a product out of the box, it's going to work first time, every time, and it's going to do what you want it to do. So I've got a new range of DTXs that we're bringing out this season. We've got the 125 and the 110. Now, really excited about both of these. We've got some new colors as well, but the 110 and the 125 both feature the auto-tune system. They've got single hooks on them. They're basically small lures designed to catch really big fish. Now, the cool thing with these is they'll troll fast. Even for the really small size here, you're talking up around 9 or 10 knots for a super small lure. Now, obviously you don't need to troll it that fast, but if guys are out there trolling it at 6, 7, 8 knots, they're not going to have a problem with these. So these are going to be absolutely perfect for your sort of inshore Sierra mackerel, all of the smaller tunas, smaller mackerels, going to be absolutely deadly. You can just put these out, they'll run straight, they'll run deep, and they'll run fast. Now, we've also got the new DTX 145. This one's got trebles fitted. It also runs quite fast. We put trebles on this one because it's designed more for the sort of inshore, like your grouper, your tarpon fishing. You can also run it offshore, whether it's mahi-mahi, whatever you want to do. This will run up to 12 knots. So it's a hugely versatile lure. Only runs down to 10 feet. So we deliberately designed a shallower DTX minnow that will run fast and float. But really, this is going to work for kayak fishermen, anything from 1.5 knots up to 12 knots. Because it's got that wider body, it's going to get a huge wiggle at slow speeds, and you can also troll it super fast. So that's a really, really versatile lure, and I think there's just a huge range of applications all across the country for that, from the west coast to the east coast, Gulf. It's going to catch fish everywhere. Now, the next one that we've got is the new Ridgeback jig. Now, this is a really cool jig that we've designed from. It's going to come from 40 grams up to 200 grams initially. Cool thing about this is the shape. It's it's got a different belly on it. It's obviously got the ridge back to it, thus the name. The slant on the face is a really cool part about this, because it allows you to work it as a slow pitch jig, and you can also work it as a faster high speed jig. So if you're working it slow, you can just do your standard sort of slow pitch technique, but if you just give the rod a little flick at the end of the lift, this slanted face actually catches the water and it makes the lure kind of really dart off to the side. So it puts a lot of action in it without having to move it super fast, and it obviously flutters and falls and sort of creates a lot of interest for the fish when it's dropping as well. But it's not one of those jigs where it takes forever to fall. It kind of flutters for a little bit and then it'll start sinking. So very, very versatile jig. We've also got another lure here that I'm super excited about. This has had a lot of interest already from dealers from West Coast, Gulf, East Coast, down in Florida, all the way up in the Northeast. This is a lure that we originally designed for Australia, but it just catches fish. This is the Vertrex 150 and the Vertrex 130. Now, these are fitted with single hooks. Ideally, these things are for fishing on reefs. Think slow pitch jigging, think casting for stripers and yellowtail, even think casting into foamers with tuna. So the single hooks on here are obviously through wired, You can catch big fish on it. In Australia, this is probably the #1 lure for catching things like grouper and red snapper. So we get a fish over here called a nanny guy, and it's identical to the red snapper. And we also get fish that are very, very similar to the grouper down in Florida. So this is an incredibly effective lure. It has a massive amount of vibration. So the idea is you drop it down to the bottom, just lift the rod, and you'll feel it. Like even if you're fishing in, 300 feet of water, on the 150, you will still feel that vibrating, down in 300 feet of water. So ideal depth for these is probably, anywhere from 180 to 250 feet. They're going to be perfect. And obviously the smaller one, you can use in shallower water, or if there's not too much current, you can fish it in deeper water. But these are going to be quite a big deal late this year going into next year. So keep an eye out for those. Your reps have all the information on these and samples that they can show you. We've also got the new lure called the Slide Kick. These ones are already in stock and available. They've been a massive hit already. Huge market for these in California, obviously for the yellowtail fishery, also up in the northeast for your striped bass and tuna fishery. So these are up around that 4-ounce mark. They're super long distance casting lure. They've got a huge amount of action. You don't have to wind them super fast. Similar to what you might have looked at as an old style surface iron in the California market. But it's a very new and different take on that. We've got some great colors, great finishes. They feature a stainless steel plate all the way through the product, and they've got a softer PVC coating. So extremely different take on something that's probably been around for a long time, but that's well worth checking out. Have a talk to your rep about those. Now the other one we've got here is some new colors in the Mad Max. We've got the 160 and the 200 in some of the new colors we released in the DTX minnows. We've got the hot pink, we've got the Wahooligan, and we've got the pink lava. So talk to your reps about those. If you've got any questions at all, just have a talk to your local rep. They've obviously got samples that they can come around and show you, and just hit us up with a message or ask us any questions you've got, and we're happy to help. So I've got a great new range of apparel that we've also just launched. You can check out the full range of apparel on the website. It's live now. Go check it out or have a talk to your sales reps about that. So I've got a great new range of tackle storage solutions. We've got the medium lure roll. So this is just a smaller version of the large roll that we've already done. Just a few less pockets, better for guys who are just doing day trips, don't need to take as many lures. It's got the same leader storage solution as the large lure wallet. Made out of the heavy duty tarpaulin material, waterproof, all the rest of it. Same material for all of these products. We've got a heavy duty, really waterproof tarpaulin material. It's going to last a long time. It feels really nice, super high quality stuff. So the next one we've got here is the jig wallet. This is one we're super excited about. We've been working on this one for quite a while. So it's designed to store a whole bunch of jigs, but the cool part of this is the hook storage solution. So we wanted a system where you could store your jigs already rigged up. The problem with a lot of jig wallets is you put your jigs in, if they've got hooks on them, they all get tangled up. You want something where it's just, pull it out, ready to go, and you're fishing. And there's really not much else on the market that has that sort of solution. You can store 2 jigs in each pocket, and there's also an additional insert that's sold separately that goes inside the main wallet. So the main wallet stores a heap of jigs on its own. You just Velcro in the additional insert, all goes together quite neatly. That's a heck of a lot of jigs. It's really, you've got to be doing a pretty serious trip to need that many jigs, but it does give people the option to just add on, and they can store their jigs, they can manage them however they want to manage them. The other one we've got here is the duffel bag. So this is just a great all-purpose, good sized medium duffel bag, full waterproof zips, heavy duty tarpaulin material, super heavy duty base. It's just designed as a quick grab bag. Put your gear in when you need to go out on the boat. Heavy duty zips, and It's just going to keep your gear dry when you're out on the water. So check these out, have a chat to your local rep about them. They'll be arriving very soon. We've also got a really innovative, revolutionary new product coming later this year. We can't show you any details yet, but it's going to be landing early 2022. Your reps will be coming around and showing you some of these products in the very near future, but it's an offshore lure that's designed for casting, trolling, and it's also specifically been designed for kite fishing. So there's a whole bunch of ways you can rig this lure. We are super excited about it. We've been working on this for a couple of years, and this is going to be it's going to be a pretty big deal for 2022. So stay tuned for more information on that. Have a talk to your reps, and we'll be showing you samples in the very near future.